You know when you're sitting at home and the sense of impending doom is really crushing in, you feel like killing yourself?
No, that's never happened to me.
Really?
Dude, you gotta talk to somebody.
Neither.
You gotta go see like a GI doctor
Does
too.
tweeting count as therapy?
You gotta go see a GI doctor.
Why a GI doctor?
Yesterday when we were hanging out and watching TV, you were farting like 94% of the time. Not like normal farts. Normal people fart like a.
Yeah.
Yours was just like a slow,
it's like a
constant seep.
whoosh. Yeah,
it was
it's
like a seep. It was
but
like
for
a
like 90 seconds.
It was like a silo that was leaking. And then every once in a while you would stop and like inhale a little bit and then just continue, just more.
Smell that?
Dude, I always smell it. There's always a fart smell around you. There's a cloud of fart smell around you at all times.
You know what's the best part? I've convinced my wife that I'm normal. This is what everyone is, and she doesn't fucking know any better.
She doesn't know enough about guy farts to call me out on it.
Yeah.
Welcome to
The Riff City.
Welcome back to the Riff Kids podcast.
Holla at you, boy. I'm Jake. You're Scooter.
Hey, whoa,
we-
you just said your name on the podcast.
I sometimes do that.
Now the audience is going to be able to find you out.
Off of Jake.
Yeah, look
My
at your
parents
criminal
did a
history.
super cool thing where they were like, "What's the most normal name?"
I think that's the right thing to do. I think those parents who name their kid like, his name is Blowjob. His name's Blowjob Anderson. He's a sweet little boy. Like, those parents
Would you
belong
rather
in jail.
be named B.J. Anderson or O.J. Anderson?
That's a great would you rather. Obviously, if you're named BJ, you're never going to be able to survive like middle school, high school. But after that, you're probably solid.
Yeah.
After that, people will probably grow up and you'll be able to deal with it. OJ, I think, follows you your whole life.
Do kids
I think
these
you're
days,
fucked if you're OJ.
Do kids these days know who O.J. is?
Of course.
Hmm.
Everyone talks about it. He's popular on Twitter. They love him on Twitter. Honestly, one of the best Twitter accounts is OJ Simpson. He'll post a video of him at the golf course just giving like great advice. Just amazing advice for like life, finance, and then he'll just like smoke a drive right down the middle of the fairway.
Wow.
Like, Jesus,
if
OJ.
you didn't know that this guy was a murderer,
he could make millions selling books or some shit.
that's like whoa, got 13-year-old there for a second. That's how I clear my voice if I crack.
Dude, I am clipping that and making it a soundbite for sure. That was the worst noise you've ever made. And you've made some noises on this podcast.
Yeah, I'm a noise guy.
We would be so much better off if this was audio only. So much better off.
What's that? Why is that?
Because we don't look good or cool.
What are you talking about? We both have polos on.
Not even
We look like we're going to go golfing.
Yeah, not even good polos. Like the shitty kind you get at Ross that's
Hey,
like made out of...
This came from Costco in a pack of 2.
Of course. It's always good to buy your shirts where they also sell food. That's like what they say in like Men's Quarterly. If you read the articles, it's like buy your clothes where they also sell food.
Yeah, you can grab a steak and grab a food. Wait.
What?
Let's just restart.
I'm
calling
fuck
it a
up.
life.
Yeah, I'm thinking about opening my own pizzeria.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's an awful idea.
Yeah.
Why are you thinking that?
Because I ate pizza and I was like, I can do this.
Yeah. I worked at a pizzeria.
No, you didn't. You worked at Little Caesars.
No, that was our other friend, and he worked at a Little Caesars knockoff, which was even funnier because he had to wear the pizza costume and he had to dance in the road with the sign up that said $5 pizzas.
Oh, Jesus.
And we would
That should be
drive-
illegal.
It should be illegal. And
They
you know
make
what else
like
should be
teenagers
illegal
do that.
is all of that person's friends. It's the middle of summer. It's hot. He's working. We're all bums. So we go to the grocery store, purchase tomatoes, and then drive up and hurl them at him from the car while we're nice and insulated by the air conditioning.
What do you think's more demeaning? Standing on the corner selling your body for pizza or just like straight up selling ass on the side of the road? What's more demeaning?
Well, either way, I'm using the money to buy pizza. So
What if you had such a pizza problem that you like had to turn like
The
selling
Turk is
ass on
selling
the.
ass.
You're like, I also work a 9 to 5, but
Yeah.
then after work I gotta go sell ass so I can afford my pizza habit. Pizza's only like $10.
Well, not when I
You don't understand. I share a lot of pizza. I'm addicted to giving pizza out.
That's a cool addiction, dude.
I know, it's the
addicted
most
to,
helpful addiction ever.
Yeah, I'm addicted to, you know when you see homeless people and when you're driving around and they have a sign up, usually it says like, I'm a veteran, I need help, I'm down on my luck. Well, I kind of like drive up to them and I hold out $1,
Yeah.
but I wait until like the light in front of me turns green, but I'm a few cars down and I kind of like start inching forward.
Of course.
And then right when they reach, I inch a little. Oh, sorry. Come on. No. Sorry about that. Come here. And then, and then I keep going.
Yeah, I keep doing that.
And then I just drive away.
Yelling psych, of course.
Yeah.
Psych!
It's a prank, bro.
What I do when I see that they say veteran on their sign, I go up and I start grilling them, asking them questions about the military, see if they can handle it.
The 1st Division.
Stolen valor, bitch. Give me that. I called you out for stolen valor. You got to give me everything in the can.
That's fair.
Yeah, those are the rules of the streets, man. You steal valor, I catch you. I get what's in the can.
Yeah.
It's like 37 cents.
Right. And he just wants to buy a cup of coffee.
You still take it.
You throw it into the drain right in front of him.
Have you ever been with like one of those people where it's like there's like some dejected looking mom on the side of the road with like her kids? She's like obviously in terrible shape. And you like go to give them like $10 and like you have a friend that like grabs your hand and like stops you like, no. These people are scammers.
I never give money to homeless people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
horrible.
that guy.
You're the guy stopping
I'm
them.
that guy.
Yeah, I don't buy the
There
whole...
are social services to take care of these people. If they can't get the social services, it's
Yeah.
because they're drug addicts.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot about you.
I would never help the homeless unless it was mandated.
Here's my theory. I think that if your life sucks so bad that you need to scam people on the side of the road by pretending to be homeless, your life is just as bad as a homeless person, and I don't feel bad giving you money.
Well, they provide a service, right? And the service is that I get to feel smug about myself for the next hour and a half. And so I don't really care if they're real homeless or fake homeless. I feel better than my peers regardless.
And if you give them $100, you can make them do stuff.
You ever seen bum fights?
How was that allowed?
It was not allowed. That
Dude,
guy went to jail, I think.
Dude, those bum fights videos were dark.
Oh, they were wild.
They were dark, dude. It was like, all right, here's $10. Ram your head into the wall as hard as you can.
Oh, man, it was brutal. The best one was when he would go and there'd be all these bums around him and he would say, all right, $20 to whoever can beat me up. And they would all come after him and he'd just drop them, dude.
Jesus.
Just like, there'd be 6 of them and he's like, boom, boom, one by one, taking them out. But
and I'm just sitting there 12 years old on my computer like, oh, this is not right. This is not okay.
yeah.
That's like one of those thoughts you have when you're like 12, though. You're like, you'll like see like a commercial on TV about like dogs suffering, and you'll be like, I hope all the dogs are okay. Like, oh, I hope.
Sweetie, that dog is an actor.
That's right.
He's a method actor.
Now that I'm older, I care about like 10 people. Apart from that, I'm sorry about the war or the famine or whatever. I can't do anything about it.
Are all those people white?
No.
Oh, that's good. I almost
None of them are.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
You
fine.
thought you were in my circle for a second, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. Well, you're not.
Well, I am Hispanic.
Too white.
I am a white Hispanic. So
You are. Yeah. You're Latinx.
no.
You're ex-Latin.
No. I'm not Latin. I'm Hispanic. They're
Yeah,
different.
you're from Spain.
Yeah.
Not Latinx. Not
Right.
Latin America.
Well, my family did illegally immigrate into the country from Mexico.
Your ancestors did colonize and pillage all of Latin America. So
Perhaps. No.
no, for sure.
No.
For sure.
My family were the poor ones.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
they weren't. How
That's
do you
a
think
good
your family line survived?
That's a good point.
Yeah. Actually, if you look at my family ancestry, yeah, it's nothing but saints the whole way back.
Oh,
No one did anything wrong the whole way.
neat.
It's like Mormons for 200 years, and then before then, it's just like, oh, it's a shoe salesman that like helped out the
Yeah.
needy.
That's tight.
Oh, look, it was just a woman who used to like tend to the elderly.
So, do you have?
They
an
were
actual...
slave owners.
Oh,
I have to come clean now. They were slave owners.
Yeah, I love asking people if their ancestors fought in the Civil War.
Mine for real didn't. They were part of the Mormon.
Oh, yeah. They got out of there. They're kind of draft dodgers.
They are, yeah. They were campaigning for Joseph Smith for president around that time.
He wanted to free the slaves.
Well, because he wanted them to become Mormon, not like for a good reason.
Yeah, but that was part of why he got lynched. He was an abolitionist. People forget that.
You can't say he got lynched.
What do you mean? He was in jail, and they came and pulled him out of jail and killed him.
Yeah, it's exactly the same as the KKK lynching people.
Oh, the KKK. Black people don't have a monopoly on the word lynching.
I think that's problematic. I think you're going to get in trouble.
What?
You
don't think a white...
I don't want it.
What if a group of people kick down a white person's door, take him out, and hang him by a tree? That's not a lynching?
No.
What is it? Retribution.
Yeah, that's called evening the playing field, bitch.
No, but like if a group of white... It's not racist or not racial. A group of white people go and take one white person and then kill them by hanging them from a tree.
If it's a group of white people killing a white person?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call that a lynching. I'm sorry, I'm not just going to let you spew your alt-right talking points on the podcast without pushing back.
Well,
I got a lot of comments from friends saying, you need to push back when he starts going on these rants.
You know what?
Like, you're platforming someone who's dangerous. Their ideas are dangerous.
I would love for someone to think I'm dangerous. Usually they see me walk by and they're like, look at that doughy guy. What would he do?
I bet, all you'd have to do is, like, just start talking about, like, politics and say your actual opinions, and you could get people thinking you're dangerous.
That's funny. No, I think people have to listen to you or care what you say for you to be dangerous.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of pushing back, I can't do this. I'm going to have to push back.
Okay.
The berets, dude. The hair clips. They're
I can't control it. I can't control it. My hair is in my eyes.
Oh, wow. You bought a 10-pack.
Yeah.
A clean dozen.
I have to wear them.
Dozen.
If I don't wear them, my hair's in my eyes.
But why do you need a baker's dozen?
Because I lose them, bitch.
Well, I'm going to give you as much shit as I can about it because I know that eventually your hair will be long enough.
Yeah, in about 2 weeks, I'll be able to retire.
So I'm going to eat my fill, dude.
Yeah, you got about 2 weeks left.
How you been feeling lately?
Should I be honest?
I actually don't really care about you. You were supposed to say fine and then go into me. I had something to say. I was kind of setting you up to set me up.
I know, because you're a bad person, but...
a bad host. Bad co-host.
Yeah.
Host.
That tells me a lot about you that you just said host.
Yeah, host.
That was your reflexive answer, was to say host.
Yeah,
You think this is your show, and I'm just like a side piece, even though it's my camera, my computer. I run everything.
You ever heard of a parasite and a host? You're the parasite and I'm the host.
Oh.
You're suckling on my blood to sustain you.
That actually sounds kind of badass. I'm
Being
okay.
a
I'm okay
parasite?
with that. Yeah.
You're like a tick or like a ass worm.
Yeah, I'm the type of ass worm that crawls into people's asses and then makes them mean.
Like nice callback.
Nice callback. Yeah, this is a show where we do callbacks.
Yeah, so if you don't get it,
you have to watch all the other episodes.
Yeah.
And if you don't watch the other episodes, then I'm going to have to say you're not a real fan.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
# only real fans will get the worm parasite thing.
Actually, anyone who listens to this show is a fucking sociopath. If you actually are listening to this show, you're a moron.
That's funny. We should go
attack our 4 fans.
All 4 of them are soses. Let's call them socias?
Yeah, socialists.
No, I didn't say that. I would never call them a socialist. Don't you worry. They're only here because they're here for the best of the best, baby. They're capitalists. They're looking for the competition.
That's right. This is market competition.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. I'm clipping that one, too.
Yeah.
I had to remember 1602. Okay.
Just remember 6969.
Yeah.
Same thing as what you use to get into my bank.
That's
you have
right.
to 69 me, and I'll let you in.
How many of our stupid, retarded friends could we hack into their bank accounts by just guessing 6969? I bet too many of them. Our friends are that dumb that, like, all you'd have to do is just take their debit card and guess 6969, and it's probably that. It's probably that. Even though it's not that funny.
No.
It's not even, like...
You know what?
Even when I was 12, that wasn't that funny.
Right, but it is a funny combination of 4 numbers when you're 12, and on top of that, even more than just trying to be funny and having a poor sense of humor, it's really a comment on their laziness.
True.
Because when you were 12, you said it and you've never bothered to change it. You have to learn a whole
That's
new
what
thing.
it really means, yeah. I'm using an outdated pin. Like, I need to change my pin.
Mine's your birthday.
My pin right now is 0901, and I'm like, I got to change that.
Now you have to.
Honestly, that's why I said it, because I knew I wouldn't change it unless I said it on the podcast. So my pin is 0901. You can hack into me. The only way you can do it, though, is if I'm dumb and don't reset it.
True.
So this is forcing
That's
me.
fair game.
Yeah.
And his social security number, so he'll remember to change that, is 519.
Stop. Don't actually say it.
As if I knew your social. What's your birthday? What's your mother's maiden name?
0901.
That's the same thing as my pin. So they could have got us both with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because my pin's your birthday.
They could steal $34 from me.
Mine has -12. They can have it all. I had my identity stolen when the whole Experian Equifax hack thing happened.
And you
they
said,
were like,
keep it.
no, thank you. They actually sent it back
Yeah,
to me.
they gave it back intact.
Like, we're good.
They looked at your bank account and they saw a -30,000. They're like, how did he qualify for this loan?
Well, on top of having no money, negative money, they also looked at my life and saw that I had no prospects, no future. And they were like, we don't need that one.
Yeah, I did see you the other day listening to No Future by the Sex Pistols,
Yeah.
and you were crying.
I relate.
You were just
related
crying.
To a British guy going, no future.
God save the Queen. And you're like, okay, he's losing me.
Yeah, that part wasn't for me.
I don't know the Queen. Go back to the No Future part. I like the No Future part. Quit talking about the Queen. Oh, I hate this part.
Yeah.
Really dumb guy listening to the Sex Pistols.
What?
Anarchy in the UK. Oh, UK? Dead air.
No, I'm just enjoying for a minute.
This is not the time to just sit and enjoy. Oh, God, this podcast sucks dick. The sad part is that this is one of our better episodes, too.
We're actually on a roll.
Yeah. We're in a flow state, if you will.
Dude, I was thinking about flow state earlier. That's funny that you just mentioned that.
Really?
Yeah, when I was driving here, I was like, I'm going to ask about flow state on the podcast.
Flow state for me, I only get into my flow state when I'm
you're
like
masturbating.
Yeah, beating off. And I'm like imagining, I'm like, wouldn't this be hot? Wouldn't this be hot? Wouldn't this be hot? And then I just, after I bust, then I drop into tears.
Oh, interesting. I'm a pre-bust crier.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I cry the
How
whole
is
time.
that possible?
You know how some people are happy? Well, I don't.
Man.
No, but
that's so sad.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? I think everybody kind of.
I think you need to be on
impending sense of doom and crushing, reality,
No.
bearing down on them. Like they feel like Atlas, but instead of holding the world up, it's like holding up a black hole, and it's less holding it up and more just trying to keep yourself from being sucked into it.
Oh, dude, you need to be on serotonin reuptake
everybody's
inhibitors.
like that. What do you mean?
You need Zoloft.
That's how everybody is.
No one's like that, man. There's like 10 people who are like that, and they've all killed themselves.
So far.
I'm one of those guys who hates my life but keeps living it out of spite.
Yeah, that'll show them.
I'm just sticking it to God, Satan, whoever's responsible for this. I do seriously, to make a larger point about the state of the world. I mean, everything is terrible. I can't tolerate anyone who doesn't recognize that the world's terrible.
Preach.
That everything is just bad. It's been bad for a while. History is not just solid incline where things just get better. It goes up and down. We're on a complete valley right now in just culture, society, politics. It's all just in a complete valley. I think it's like every 40, 30 years. It goes back up and down. Like 80s and 90s were good for everything and everyone. But then it's just been on a... And this one seems to be lasting a long time.
You ever had a shit day? I've had a shit couple decades. And I'm only 26.
Yeah. Don't lie about your age, dude. They know you're not 26. They can see. They have eyes. Don't lie about your age on the podcast.
No, I've got this cool thing where, like, my depression makes me gaunt.
Sick.
Yeah, I look way older because, like, even though I am 26, like, I'm not going to live as long as the other 26-year-olds around me. Like, the depression makes you age.
It does.
And
it's like Anthony Bourdain. You remember Anthony Bourdain?
Yeah.
He was 28 when he killed himself.
Really?
Yeah, it's just depression
What a
wrinkles.
full life.
I know. Did a lot of living in those 28 years.
Good for him.
He was also a smoker. That's why he looked like that.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't touch this stuff.
Yeah.
Did you get into a flow state when you play music?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
on stage? Or
Not on stage.
Not on stage.
It's usually like writing that you get into a flow state.
Oh, interesting.
What I try and do is like when I'm feeling good, I'll just... That was such a long fart.
No, not any hoot.
We'll edit the sound so I push the right button the first time.
Dude, we gotta figure out the podcast.
I take probiotics.
We gotta...
I drink kefir.
This isn't just
Kefir.
about the fart, man. We gotta like figure out the podcast, like what we're gonna do. We gotta do something because this is...
That was legitness.
I was actually looking for the other one.
Because this is not good. This is
We'll edit it.
going poorly.
Yeah? Most things I do.
I know, but like, if we just had like some sort of plan, like some sort of anything, we can be a show about anything. But instead of just you talking about how sad you are, how much your life sucks, that's all I've been doing.
My life isn't that bad, which is really what makes me
I
even
know.
sadder.
Yeah, that's
It's a
even
pretty good life.
bitchier. It makes you
No,
more of a bitch.
It's a good life, and makes me sad. And then I think about how imagine how sad I'd be if I had a bad life.
I
'cause I
know.
am doing well.
I think you would actually have a
that
better
makes
outlook.
me, if I was doing poorly.
Yeah, like people in the Holocaust or like Anne Frank, like you read her diary and she's like, damn, she's got a good
Dude,
outlook. She's got
you
a
are
better
so
attitude
right.
than me.
If I was like one of the guards and I was like killing
Oh,
people all the time, I'd feel
no.
way better.
Jesus, man. That's where you imagine
I'm just
yourself?
saying, I feel like
You
if I
think
had a
Hitler-
purpose. No, if I had a purpose.
You think Hitler respected gingers?
At least he had a
He
purpose.
didn't. He didn't.
I dye my hair.
You think that it's that easy to change? You
Yeah.
don't think that the Jewish people around there thought, "Oh, I'll just dye my hair."
Well,
Do you think that worked?
I'm a bit German, so I think I could pull it off a bit better.
Yeah, you don't look very Jewish.
Well, at least the guards in the Holocaust had a purpose. All's I'm saying.
I think you should take it back.
A bad purpose.
I think you should take it back.
A bad purpose.
This is going off the rails. You got to stop watching Gavin McInnes and Nicholas Fuentes before you come on the podcast.
What about American soldiers in Vietnam? They felt alive. They felt like they had a purpose.
Yeah, that was wrong too.
So what is that? Would it be worse to say the guard thing instead of the Vietnam thing? If I said I wish I was a guard in a watchtower guard in Vietnam.
Both would be bad, but the guards in Auschwitz were much worse.
I'd be
Much
one of the
worse.
good ones.
You'd be one of the heroes.
I'd be not a hero. I'm not courageous.
I'm just following orders, sir.
But I'd be not rude though. I would smile at them. I'm afraid of confrontation.
Yeah. And then you would be a coward when they did the trials, the Nurembergs afterwards. They'd be like, I was just following orders. Like, I swear. Like, I did.
I was one of the good ones.
I didn't
I
mean-
smiled at the
I was smiling. You have to understand, I was smiling.
I was doing my part. Surprise! I stuck him a crust. A crust. Do you think that your ancestors ever look down on you and are just disappointed? Because I had German ancestors, but they fought for the good guys. And my great uncle Glenn would be so disappointed right now if he was watching me do this podcast.
Yes, but here's the thing. They were dumb. They were not smart.
Wow.
Those people who
So
live
they
there.
probably can't figure out how to hit play on the podcast.
Right.
app
They are
from
really
heaven.
not smart. So, like, yeah, sure, our ancestors, every ancestor would be disappointed in the younger generation. That's just how life works.
Yeah. I mean, do you think the cavemen were like that? Where they were like, oh, these younger generation, they're pussies,
Yes,
dude.
I guarantee they
Them
did.
with their wheel.
They don't know how to.
They're so obsessed with
how to
technology.
hunt.
The tools are... Who are they using the tools, or are the tools using them?
Having sex with their mouths. What happened to good old caveman sex?
Probably for a while, though, they didn't realize how sex was supposed to work necessarily, right?
They see someone like giving a blowjob. They're like, he's doing it wrong. That's not going to work.
Well, in the beginning, they probably didn't... I mean, you got to think, like, we didn't know germs existed until, like, the 1900s. Right?
I know, very recently.
In the early history, they didn't realize that sex made children, necessarily. That wasn't a for sure thing. So... I imagine there were ones that just liked blowjobs and head and stuff.
They're
and
like
they were
crying,
like,
why don't I have a son?
why won't the great stone in the sky bless me with child?
Time for your double-fisted handy, honey. You better remember to swallow it this time. I need a son. Some king is like trying to have his heir, and he's just like getting 10 blowjobs a day. Why the fuck isn't this working?
That's great.
I think that I would be a good tyrant king.
Yeah, I also don't think you'd last very long, but go ahead. Why do you think you'd be a good king?
I think I'd be one of the good ones. I'd be like... I changed my mind. I was going to say I would be one of those kings who like gets up there and like makes life good for everyone.
Yeah.
And then I had that other thought that came in that was like, yeah, but you don't have enough resources for everyone. And then I was like, oh, I get it now.
Mm-hmm.
I get how that happened.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to figure it out.
Yeah, I get why they were like that.
And in fact, God proclaimed that I should be king and rule over you all. So don't talk back.
In fact, I think I should be king of God.
Whoa.
That guy's been treading on thin ice. The king of kings, not my king. We should bring him to the guillotine.
Ooh.
Yes. An uprising against God, the king of kings. I said.
Tell us what you really mean.
What if we got to heaven and, like, I started a revolution against God?
Yeah, everything's just peaceful and pure bliss, and Scooter's like...
I'm like a hardline Marxist-Leninist in heaven.
Well, it'd be even funnier is that, like... I mean, there's infinite resources and everything, right? So, like, everything is shared, essentially, right? But you get there and you're like, oh, that's okay. Let's get together.
It's all right.
Take him out from the inside. You're not going to heaven.
No
if
way.
there is a heaven, and that's why you hope that there's not a heaven.
If I can,
out of spite.
Here's what I think. I think even if I get like to the gates and I have like 5 seconds to plead to St. Peter, I think I'm in. I think I'm in heaven. I think I can talk my way in.
5 seconds you can
As
talk
long
in.
as I get like a chance in front of the guy, I think I can.
So like if it's like applying for a job, right? Like if your resume just
Right,
gets
pretend
whoosh,
you're St. Peter.
Oh, our autofilter caught you. Your resume didn't even get to me.
No, I'm saying in our pretend scenario, I get an interview with St. Peter.
All right.
And I mean, you know the reasons why I'm not getting into heaven.
Oh yeah, I've
so I mean, tell me why I'm not getting in.
It's mostly the child pornography. Just kidding. It's mostly your bad attitude.
Bad attitude? You're going to keep me out of heaven because of a bad attitude?
Yeah.
You're a bitch. You're a prick. Who are you, St. Peter? You know what Peter means down there?
What?
It means penis.
No.
You're a dick, dude.
Take it
You're
back.
A dick.
Take it back. I'll let you in. You take it back.
Fuck you. Send me to hell, bitch.
Oh, this didn't
I'd
work.
rather rot in hell than abide by your fucking rules.
Well, you got moxie, kid. You give you that. You're in.
No. Fuck you still.
Like refusing.
All right, fine. Hell
you
then.
get to go to double heaven, please.
Still no.
All right. Well, you overplayed your hand, and now you'll rot.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, can I have the other offer?
No. You
Ah,
can't. The ship is
shit.
sailed.
Fuck.
And for that reason, we are not investing in your business. It's Mark Cuban as St. Peter.
The sharks decide if you get into heaven. The sharks.
We'll let you in for 25% of your happiness.
The sharks are sitting there.
And a royalty.
Sharks sitting there. New guy comes into heaven. They're like, all right, so we have a lot of good things here. A lot of good things. But it also says here that you're really into hentai? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's no, it's art.
I'm out.
It comes from Japan.
Mr. Wonderful.
It's multicultural.
I'm out.
You're a disgusting piece of shit, and for those reasons, I'm out.
Tell us about the loli.
It's not weird because she's very, very old, thousands of years old, but
why do they look like children?
Vampires don't age. So like that's just sometimes how they come out.
All right, so what I'm gonna do here, I like this guy. We're gonna give you. Quit moaning, because I can change this. I can change this.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cuban. I'll shut up.
We're gonna do 300 years in hell.
Okay.
But after those 300 years, we're gonna welcome you into a 5-year trial period in heaven. Okay. But no more jerking off to lolis. You got a deal?
No deal. I'm taking my lolis and I'm walking,
That's
baby.
That's right.
We're gonna try to do this direct to consumer on Amazon. We were only here for the exposure, baby.
What if you
Free
get to
marketing.
heaven and like everything's Amazon up there? They're like, what the fuck?
They're all just Bezos missiles and pillars, and they all kind of look like penises.
We're like, yeah, heaven has everything. How do you think we get it?
Amazon, like slowly absorbing the entire planet, is just heaven on earth. Like
That's
is the
true.
second coming.
I was watching this thing about uploading your brain into a computer.
Yeah.
One of those dumb bullshit things. There's no way we're going to ever pull that off. When people are depressed, we give them little pills that just overflood their serotonin receptors. And it doesn't really work. No way are we building a brain from scratch. But anyways. So I was watching this video, and it's like, okay, so if you have yourself right here, and we took an exact copy of your brain and then put it into a computer, would that really be you? What's your thought?
The old Odysseus's ship.
Yeah, if you've been,
I
build a ship with all the spare parts.
I am a philosophical man of myself. I've been known
I'm
to
saying
wax
no way.
Philosophy. But if it has all the same memories,
memories
you to a core, but in a
I
different
think
body.
Here's the thing. I don't think that this. I'm gonna sound so stupid here, but this is how I feel. This is how I think.
Yeah.
I'm not certain. I'm not for sure that I even exist in my brain. Boom! I said it.
Okay.
I said it.
I don't know what the implications are.
Well, that your self is just a product of electrical firings in your brain.
Yeah, but what does that even like? You should know that you exist.
That's about all you can know.
Right. But you don't know that?
No, I'm saying I'm not sure that myself is a byproduct of these electrical impulses in my brain. I'm not sure. I think I'm something separate.
Oh.
Yeah.
I oftentimes wonder if other people think in the same fashion that I do, and I come to the conclusion that, they probably don't.
They do not. Like, if
I have a brain disorder.
Yeah, you do.
Like a legit one, though.
I know.
I can't picture things.
I know. I looked that up one time when you told me that you couldn't picture things. It's like 1 in every 1,000 people are like that.
Yeah, and I think I straight up have a brain disorder.
You can't, like, picture an orange right now?
I mean, like, I can, but, like, I don't... If I close my eyes and I'm like, orange... Like, I could describe an orange to you.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Vaguely there, but
no. I see there's like, okay. I see the things around here, and then I also see what my brain's thinking about. Like I could see an orange right here.
I mean, like it's
a full perfect orange.
It looks like clear to you?
Clear as day.
Yeah, I definitely don't have that. Like I can kind of, it almost feels like you're seeing something out of like the corner of your eye, like it's peripheral there. It's like vaguely like an orangish thing with like a little
This is a disorder.
Leaf coming out of the top and a stem.
Your brain's not working right.
I wonder what the implications of
what are your dreams like?
You're not going to like this. I rarely dream. Like extremely rarely.
Okay, but
and
let's
when I
go
do,
to one of the times you do dream.
They're usually very realistic. Like it's just almost just like remembering me getting up and getting ready for the day.
Wait, so when you remember something, do you see it?
Or they're sexual. What?
Well, of course.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not a cyborg.
Right. When you think of memories, can you
Yeah.
see them?
I mean, like, kinda.
How do you remember them then?
It just, like, it's there in the back of my brain, but I don't, like, see it, really.
That's bizarre, man.
Like,
when I think of my memories, I see the surroundings. I see what's happening.
Like, I'm really good. Like, I can go through a whole song in my head. Like, I remember movies. I remember lines from stuff.
You have a great memory. You do.
Yeah. But, like,
You just can't see shit.
no.
You have, like mind blindness.
yeah, that's kind of what it
You're
feels like.
brain blind.
Like, I could tell you about the pizza that I just ate in the other room. Like, I warmed it up on the freaking skillet with the pan. I remember the pepperonis. I remember that I threw water
Okay,
in the
now you're
pan,
just showing off.
And that pizza was so good.
It
dog.
was
I'm
really
telling you.
good.
You put it in a pan. You let the steam. You throw some water in there. The steam melts the cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Anywho.
I mean, I thought that was interesting. I think your brain's fucked up, though.
I wonder what the implications are for real.
Probably doesn't actually matter.
That's like kind of what I've concluded. But
Yeah.
like, I wonder
That's
if
what you've concluded? That's what you've concluded? You fucking idiot! That's not what you meant to hit, is it?
Kind of.
You just ham-fisted the keyboard note.
It's called a Russian roulette.
That's pretty good. I like it. All right, so we're coming up on our time here. Anything you want to say?
I want to give up.
Yeah, we
Not
got
on the podcast, like in general.
Yeah. I don't want to be around anymore.
That was such a good joke. Yeah, I do. I want to remind our viewers and listeners, depending on your platform,
to subscribe.
We've never
We've
done
never
that.
done
This is
this.
episode like well into
We
the
got to do this at the
6
top.
or 7. Oh yeah, no one's listening
For
anymore.
sure at the top. Let's do it.
Or maybe you do it at the end because anyone who's still listening is definitely gonna like
There-
it.
we got 'em
they're,
hook,
They're not gonna give us
line.
a 3-star. Can you
Yeah.
imagine listening to this for 45 minutes and being like, it was fine?
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Yeah, turn it off.
There's
Bitch.
so much better stuff if you don't like it.
Yeah, if you listen to the whole thing, you better at least admit you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because you could have clicked off at any point.
Yeah, absolutely. And so now you're legally obligated to like, comment, and subscribe.
We need
or
those
any combination
interactions.
depending on your platform.
What we should do is start saying really dumb arguments
Yep.
in our podcast, and then people will be baited into like
Mm.
making comments.
Picking a side.
Yeah, and so
So
they'll
we should both be very wrong.
yeah, just
Like we should
pick anything that's so dumb and
or
wrong.
maybe pick like facts that like I'll tell you a
Yes,
fact
get
that's
'em
just
wrong.
incorrect and someone will correct us and,
And
that
then-
counts as an
yes.
interaction.
Dude, interactions are so
It'll
important
push
on
us into
YouTube.
algo.
I mean, maybe even at the top of episodes, we should start with like saying like, "Oh yeah, the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1783."
Oh
you
yeah.
fucking idiot!
Oh okay. That's a great idea. Let's do that.
People will be forced to.
No, but so check us out on YouTube and TikTok. TikTok is the other big one. We're committed to TikTok. We're going whole hog on the TikTok.
Whole hog.
Yeah, that's when you take the whole little gerbil hog.
A guy sent me a PDF today for like a TikTok promotional plan,
Ooh, that's neat.
and so we got to follow
Don't
that.
Tell the people that. Tell
Why?
them we're doing it on our own. We're organic. We're just.
It is
still-
organic. We're just having a guy that helps us out on what to do.
True.
He's not making our videos,
Okay.
so why does it matter?
I want people to think I'm smart.
They know you're not. They just listen to the podcast.
True. but seriously though, check us out on various platforms, Twitters and such.
Twitter, what's your at? You're going to start posting again?
Yeah,
You need to.
I have it. It's at Riff Kids Podcast.
Nice.
All one word. Just that.
Nice. You need
Straight,
to post at least 6 times a day.
right? Oh man, I don't have enough thoughts for that. I just told you I
You-
can't. My brain doesn't work. I
I
don't
know.
have thoughts.
All right. Well, thank
Um,
you for listening.
No. I got one
This
more
episode was brought to you by
thing. My favorite part
Royal
of the cast.
Crown Soda. Yeah, you really got to psych yourself up for this delicious soda. That's what people have to do before they drink good soda, you know? They have to, like, close their eyes and get prepared. That's...
Turn away, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
Watch
you don't
this.
want to see this. Oh, no, don't spit it back in.
It's tangy and
Tasty.
delicious.
Yeah, it is good. It's very good.
So big thanks to the boys in blue.
That's right.
Royal Crown.
The Royal
Blue.
Crown, not the cops.
No, I hate those.
We do
guys.
support the police, though. We are a Blue Lives Matter, misogynistic, red-pilled, alt-right podcast.
Holla at your boy. I want. Never mind. I had a good rhyme there, but I don't want to say it.
Yeah, because there were slurs.
It was aggressive. Also, in the middle of an ad spot, no less.
Yeah, go to rccola.com. You can get 99% off.
Wow.
If you've never tried soda before.
That's amazing.
I
So
know.
for our dozens of listeners.
You could get almost a free soda.
Wow.
And they're only like $1.50.
Yeah.
So 99% off that. That's like you got to pay like 1.5
$2
cents.
off.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like $2 off, dude. Wait, that's
No.
they pay you to drink it.
No, whoa. Hey.
I'm gonna make money.
Take a deep
dude.
breath. Take a deep breath. Oh, hey.
Whoa,
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
the sugar rush
yeah.
took me there for a minute.
You had this weird look in your eyes.
Yeah.
You were going crazy.
I
I know.
blew it out there for a
I
second.
know. You
dude.
blew it out.
I saw nothing but the blue of Royal Crown.
You thought you just had this big business plan going a million miles an hour, but
And it's gone.
your math was wrong.
Yeah.
Your math was
I
off.
couldn't picture it.
Yeah, couldn't picture the numbers. It's okay. It's okay.
Can I make one last plug?
Yeah, for sure. Are you calm now?
No. Oh, no. The high will last for a while.
Okay.
Our listeners really should drink Royal Crown because it does get you buzzed.
The chemicals get you high.
Yeah.
The chemicals for sure get you high.
You ever heard of what's that powder that gets you high, but it's legal barely? You know what I'm talking about?
There's so much of that.
No, the one that's popular right now, it's like a fake opioid. Starts with a C, I want to say. Krav Maga.
That is something. Krav Maga.
Croutons.
No, there's some. Yeah,
Krav-
it's like the Indonesian powder that gets you
What is
high.
that called?
I don't remember, but Krav sounds close.
I'm making such an ass of myself because I was going to say that. that's-
Kava?
No, but that's what the Islanders do to get high. It's like it's a light hallucinogenic beverage.
I think you're thinking of Kava.
No. That is close to what I said with
Because
Krav.
I used to have like Kava tea, and they didn't put enough to get you actually high. But the Kava tea, I would drink it, and I feel this.
It may be. And anyway, similar to Royal Crown soda, a light hallucinogenic. No, that's not what I wanted to plug. What I wanted to plug was
You're not plugging drugs here. Legal. You can get a legal high. This one's brought to you by Spice.
paint fumes. It's brought to you by spray paint.
This is brought to you by Keyboard Cleaner. If you put it in a bag and sniff,
You ever done that?
you'll forget your phone number. I've only huffed one time.
Sounds
and
awful.
It made me feel sick. I was not interested.
What if I just choked you until you passed out? I bet that'd make you feel weird.
That's like how 12-year-olds get high.
true.
Steve Miller
Um,
did that in the locker room in
Yeah.
PE class in
Shout
middle
out to
school.
Steve dropped out of high school.
And they were like, he's like, dude, you totally get high. If someone chokes you out, want to try? I was like, no, of course not. What are you talking about? He's like, I'm doing it now. And everyone's like pushing him against the wall.
He's
He
a
like
big
can't
guy.
breathe. He's like, and then everyone's like, all right, let him go. And he was standing up and he just fucking went, timber, and clocked the side of his head. 'Cause remember how we had the like, little cement things,
Yeah, it was like a
cement
built-in
benches?
bench, yeah.
He just goes timber right side of his head, just clocks that and then
Oh,
falls
wow.
down. Huge
If he
bump
wasn't
I
knocked
see.
out, he was really knocked out.
Yeah, I see a huge bump forming as he's like twitching on the ground. He wakes up and he's like, yeah, I'm kind of high.
I do feel funny. I do not remember my phone number. If they should have known which of us were going to be failures in middle
They
school
did.
and just
They just don't tell you, but they know.
maybe they should like snip their balls or something. We're that
Actually,
kind of
Steve
a
Miller is
podcast
doing
now.
way better than either of us. Steve Miller helps people.
Oh, so maybe
He's
you
a
can't tell back
firefighter.
then. Oh, firefighters don't help people.
Yes, they do. That's way more honorable than what you or I do.
I steal from convenience stores.
I at least help people when their computers break. What do you do? What do you do to help the world?
I drive by homeless people and dangle money. It's called giving people hope.
That's right. Hope is very
And
important.
all this time, I've literally been just trying to plug your band's website,
Thank you.
thejoyrunners.com. The Joy Runners or Joy Runners?
Yeah, it's the Joy Runners.
thejoyrunners.net. So go there.
Fuck! No!
Listen to the song because you had a concert last week and it ripped.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You feel stupid for interrupting me so many times?
No, we were having fun.
Well, I guess.
That's probably the best part of the podcast.
No, not any hoot.
Perfect way to end.
Thanks.